language is a curious thing. And the black contribution to the English language has come about in many curious forms. For instance, the phrase, "a man is worth his salt," derives from ancient times in Africa, when captured slaves were sold for their weight in salt, a then precious substance. There's also evidence that the very familiar term, "okay," was founded in the black experience. However, be that as it may, we have with us a young man named Paul Mooney, who is quite good with words. He is both okay and is most assuredly worth his salt. Black Omnibus presents Mr. Paul Mooney.
I went to school in West Oakland, and then it was a slum. Since then, it's become a ghetto. I'm saying that because I didn't know what it was till I heard Elvis Presley do it. In the ghetto, you know, so, I mean, I've been trying to get into it now that I know what it is. Anyway, I went to school there. And a lot of my friends, I'm looking around to see if I see any of my old friends. I see one, or two, maybe three, white people. And no, that's nothing wrong with saying that. No, I mean, I want to realize it because I know the audience is predominantly black. There's nothing wrong with saying white people. And it sounds old-fashioned, but some of my best friends were white. No, they were. And I mean, I had white friends for days. I mean, for real. Oh, I was white back, if you can dig it. And I was into my Endura bag. You know, you get that affected speech, Endura. You know, you heard it, really. And I was as white as they got. The white socks, the tennis, I had my little Levi's kind of washed out. My folks thought I was crazy. They said, "Here come the nut," because I had some little education, right? Endura is dinner. You know, because black people don't do that. You know, they don't do that. White people do. My white friends, they had me trained. I'd say, "Pass the salt, pass the pepper." You know, they look at me so crazy because, you know, when black folks sit down, it's none of that kind of stuff. Because, you know, black folks, it's like beautiful, it's rhythm. It's just, you know, they sit there. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They just be eating greens, as that hot water cornbread. They'd be, Ooh, this is so good. This will make you slap your mama. You know? So you've heard that, "Ooh, you outdid you," and shot. I mean, this is when we do the real stuff. Let's tell it like it is. You know, and be showing out, you know. But I was into my white bag, so I was just blowing everybody's mind. And so, no, really, this is true. In fact, one of my white friends came to my grandmother's house, and she, you know, it ain't nothing like grandma, and you know it, especially black folks. You know, the grandma's hand, that's an understatement. Because, you know, grandma's there, and grandma will kick plenty behind, too. We know that. But my grandmother, you know, it's an art. It's coming back, depressing hair. Those of you who are educated realize what I'm talking about. Hot combs, you know, there's an art to it because you can burn a person's head off. And she had it, I mean, it was an art. I used to enjoy watching it. You know, and they'd come in there, I mean, with hair, I mean, at Tight, Tight, Tight by Kinkadora. And when they leave my grandma's house, she's the bootleg. When they leave grandmama's house, long, wavy, pretty. I mean, they come in there, their hair be so pretty when they leave, right? So one of my white friends, he came over, and he got excited because he'd never seen that before. And the first thing he said, this is, you know, he said, "Please, are you punishing her? Don't punish her." So he saw that fire, that iron, you know. "Please don't punish." I said, "No, she's doing her hair," because they think everybody's hair is straight. You know, but most everybody's hair is straight. Anyway, I used to go to movie theaters, and it was called a Peralta, things like that. That's when they were showing movies like, you have to remember how I'm relating now. I'm in the ghetto, and I'm black and beautiful. You know, but I didn't know that then. No, I didn't. I was colored and tired. No, serious. So, everybody came from the ocean because, let's face it, the Indians were here. I hope there are none in the audience, because if I was an Indian, I would hate everybody. But anyway, the Indians were here, and it was cool, you know, and then they sent all the riffraff from, you know, Europe. So anyway, that's cold, but it's true. They sent the riffraff. They did. Everyone who they didn't want in Europe, go, please, go. Because it took a year to get over here. Please, go. Nobody would, you know, like they had their diamonds in position. They gonna leave? Take a year's trip on an ocean that they weren't too sure if the world was round, all other stuff. Anyway, I get far-fetched. But anyway, when the Italians came over here, their ancestors, we still have, he might be Italian, you know, because they all look somewhat alike. But no, really. The Italians remained Italian. Okay, who else came over here? Then the Germans came. The Germans remained German. And the Polacks, whatever, they all remained what they were. Now, I want you to think about this. Then they brought the slaves. They were Africans, but they didn't remain that. Think about that. They got other names. So you can't get psyched. You got to get hip to what you are. I mean, I know it's confusing, because it's confusing for me. But anyway, my life's been interesting, and then, then my white friends, I had to get rid of them. I mean, I did, because it went into a whole new era. Then I became a Negro. Now, that is difficult. Being colored is easy, because you can be tired and ignorant and get away with it. But when you have to be a Negro, it is rough. Because you have to end in "ra" to everybody. You have to, end in "ra." And I got so tired of end in "ra." And my briefcase and my white voice and trying to get jobs and trying to be educated and I used to go home so tired. I'm not lying. I mean, I would be tired. I said, another day of being a Negro, I can't take it. And then hope came along and peace, and we became black, and we were liberated. We were all liberated. We became, and I mean, niggas went crazy. I ain't lying. Niggas went crazy. Niggas went crazy. Niggas got to wearing dashikis. They got to taking their names after leopards. Niggas got to... Niggas put their razors away. Because, niggas used to be bad. They used to, with their fists, they jump out and beat you up. You call, and that's another thing. We'll go into that word, too, which is a beautiful word. Because my uncle almost killed a white man one time. That was a thing, and, that was a rep. Because you were from Louisiana or from Texas. If a white man called you, you get out and you put pitch behind, or you couldn't live in the ghetto. White man make the mistake, he'd be drunk, and they'd say, oh, nigga, they get out the car and just beat him up, right? Now if a white man did that, nigga get out and kiss him. Right on. You got it, brother. Right, That's right, see, because things change. And but anyway, you change, you get into that word, because nigger can be beautiful, and I'm going to talk about black women for a while, because I love them. They're beautiful things. I love them because they gave us a double meaning to nigger. Because, see, the white people would give it to us, but when we go home, they could make it. A black lady can call you a nigger. A black woman could call you a nigger in so many words. You come in like, nigger. And then if she want to be good to you, then it's, come here, nigger. It's, yeah.